Well, I can tell you the first favorite of the month was Chicago style popcorn. Bye diet, hello winter hibernation. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you're not new. And today's video is going to be a shit that was lit, my monthly favorites for August. So this is my third one I've ever done. We got some interesting products, so let's get right into it. So the first product I want to talk about, this first product, I love this product, but I also hate it. And you might know what I'm talking about. It's an eyeshadow palette, and it is the Subculture Palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This palette has a really great history of hate behind it, but I bought it because I was like, it looks cute, I want to try it out, you know, maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't. And the answer is both of those. So here are the colors. You can tell which ones I kind of dig into the most. And I'm going to tell you why I love and hate this palette. It's funny because there's 14 shades in this palette, and out of the 14 shades, I only like 7 in this palette. The rest of them, they're hard to work with, they don't blend, they oxidize with certain concealers underneath, and they're just too powdery. But the others are so blendable, they're workable, if that's a word. But they just, I don't know, like, I never have a problem with them. So the shades I love is Roxy, I like Electric, I love Dawn, I like Fudge, I love New Wave, I love Adorn, and I also love Destiny. But all the other shades can take a hike. It is rough, let me tell you. My eyeshadow, I actually use this palette. I use New Wave, Roxy, and I also used All Star. So this is what we have going on my face. So I did a little bit of a cut crease. I started off with Roxy, blended perfectly into an ombre with New Wave, and then we have All Star at the end. That, my friends, is what you call rough. This All Star shade, when you put a concealer underneath and, like, let's say you're priming your eye, the color oxidized and turned darker than what it's supposed to be. And it's so patchy, it just was a mess to work with. It didn't blend nicely with the other shadows. It's all the dark shades in this palette that are giving me problems. I love this palette, but I absolutely hate it at the same time. I like half of the shades and the other half I despise. I don't know, this is definitely a palette that you have to try out for yourself. Okay, I'm gonna shut up about Subculture. I think we've... Anyways, I'm gonna shut up about this palette. I think we've all had enough of the Subculture drama, mama. So the next product I have is actually what I'm wearing on my eyelids, which is that little sparkle shimmer you see, that twinkle twinkle little star on my lid. And it is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liquid Liners. I really like these. These are fun. It's like a fiesta in a little tube. I love it. Of course, I have the color Midnight Cowboy because I'm basic. I don't know, I can never rock like cool glitter colors. For anyone who wants to experiment with glitter, who wants to try like liners, it's so easy to use. I would recommend. This next product I've definitely mentioned before in a shit that was lit because this shit is super lit and I recommend to anyone. And this is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Eye. This is the best eye cream ever, and I can't stress this enough. When you put this on underneath your eyes, it just instantly brightens them. It helps hydrate them if you get really dry under there, especially after wearing a lot of concealer and makeup. That can happen. Oh, my voice cracked. And what I like about this product the most is the price. You're gonna pay $150 for an eye cream that, because it has a fancy name on it, it's supposed to work. This is 45 bucks. It's more sanitary because it comes in the tube, so you can just squeeze it out to your finger. If you got a friend and she's looking a little rough with her under eyes, you don't have to give her your little tub and like have all your nasty germs and fingers in there. You can just squeeze some out on her finger and be like, you'll thank me later, honey. I absolutely think that skincare does not have to be that expensive. It can be a medium price, but $150 for one eye cream? Do I look like money bags to you? If you're looking for a really good eye cream, I totally recommend. Especially now we're going into fall and winter, we're all gonna get a little bit dry, so we're definitely gonna need to hydrate. The next product is a brush. This brush is the very well-known MAC 242. This brush is recommended for a lot of shimmery glitter shades that are very high pigmented and they're very hard to pick up with a regular brush. So this is a synthetic fiber brush. Its shape is completely perfect. If you have any problems with cut creasing, like you just don't know how to cut crease, buy this brush and it cut creases everything for you. I suck at cut creasing with like smaller brushes, But I bought this brush and I just bought it for like shimmers at first. But then one day I decided to use it to cut crease my crease just to see how it works. And since then, every cut crease has been made with this. And I also noticed that Nikki Tutorials, a lot of the times when she does a cut crease in her tutorial, she's using this brush. So if you're having any problems learning how to cut crease or you're just finding it impossible, it's a little expensive. It is 30 bucks in Canadian, so it might be cheaper wherever you live. But it's honestly worth the investment. I want to buy like 5 more of these. I love these brushes and they're such good quality. And these brushes are such good quality because they're matte. Is this my dog's video or is this mine? Let's try that again. And I trust these brushes and their quality because they're MAC. My next product, or shit that was lit in August, is a sunscreen. Weird, we're going into fall and I'm talking about sunscreen. Well, it was the favorite of August. So I went on vacation in August to Dominican. Very hot, lots of sun, very strong UV rays. So you have to protect yourself because you're gonna be fried like KFC chicken. The sunscreen I've been really liking is the Clarins. Oof, so fancy. But I will tell you why it's worth it. So it's 50 plus SPF and it's the Crème Solaire Special Visage Sunscreen Control Cream for face, if you want to say English and don't want to be fancy, in français. It's a very expensive sunscreen. It's way more than Tropicana or Hawaiian, I can tell you that for sure. I find with body sunscreens, you kind of can get away with the cheapier kind, but when you're talking about your face skin is so sensitive. And a lot of those big brand sunscreens have oil that blocks your pores, can make you break out. The sun ages you. It causes wrinkles, dark spots. The sun's nice and fun, but don't play with it too long because over. I am trying to preserve my youth. My friends will always be like, Kim, like you went on vacation but you didn't tan that much. No, because I don't want to look like those leather handbags. Sorry, the Gucci store called. They want your skin back. All I'm trying to say here is face sunscreen is so important. This Clarins one was amazing. My mom, every time she goes away, she's like in her 40s. Her skin has matured a little bit. I like to joke with her and say a lot. I'm such a piece of shit. But her skin, when she goes away in the sun, and she's a very dark, a very deep, dark olive skin tone. Comparing to me, we don't even look related. She's gotten big, blotchy brown spots from the sun from using regular body sunscreens. So the recent trip we went on, she used this on her face. I'll tell you, she did not get those brown, splotchy spots like she did before. She had a little bit of them, but nothing compared to previous trips she's been on. This sunscreen just melts into your skin. It doesn't feel like it's on there. It's a little bit oily, but then it just disappears right into the skin. Even if you don't buy this sunscreen, always get a specific face sunscreen. I know we're going into fall now, but just keep that in the back of your mind for next summer, okay? So this shit was lit. The next product I'm gonna mention is the Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil from Essence. This is a waterproof 16-hour wear liner, but like I would never wear liner for 16 hours. But when I say this is the creamiest eyeliner I've ever used, like in pencil form, this is the creamiest eyeliner I've ever used in pencil form. I needed a new black liner because my Marc Jacobs one was drying out on me and it was down to its last moment. So I was thinking about repurchasing one, but 31 bucks for a pencil eyeliner, that can be a little, that's a lot of money, okay? So I thought I would try an Essence one because I've never tried anything from that brand and I've heard some good things. So I was playing around with the pen. This Essence one is so creamy, so pigmented, and I get so pigmented. Didn't really want to spend $31 for my Marc Jacobs pencil. And for $4, how can you not? Why spend 31 bucks when you can spend $4? Look at that. That was just one little tick. That's the kind of shit that's lit. This is half the price of most other drugstore eyeliner pencils. So that makes this even more amazing because there's so many other drugstore eyeliners from other brands that are double the price and even triple the price of this $4 eyeliner. This shit was lit. So that was my last product of this month's shit that was lit in August. I hope you enjoyed this favorites video, another one to add to all the other months. And comment below some of your favorites of the month of August. It can be food, beauty, makeup, hair care products, music, games, technology, anything that you were loving in the month of August, please comment it down below. And remember, like always guys, sub it if you love it. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.